St. George had a rough first day. Hopefully going into day 2, they can take what they learnt from yesterday and apply it to this game. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Same thing. I know Sunbeams, it's never easy. Like, you had some good practice games, some great practice games on some of them, and then you come in, day 1 doesn't go exactly how you're expecting, but again, LAPD still figuring out the position, still kind of swapping around, looking to work what works best for them. Sunbeams, I would say, honestly, stick with the practice lineups that the team had. It was really great to watch that dynamic, unfold. And then yeah, just take the second floor, hold it as much as possible. If you get pushed downstairs, kind of regroup. But looking to see like some bounce back games from El Diablo, Satyrs. Was killing on heavy a couple games.
Yeah.
And then for the phaser department, it's like, even though you're still working on which positions you feel is your best lineup, like just executing in those positions. So making sure to keep big box, keep red ramp, and then Odin, not waiting to nuke, just drop them. Like, there's a couple games yesterday, dropping sooner would have probably changed the game flow, but just dropping as soon as you get them. If you think you can get to that second one, yeah, definitely try for it. But if you see an opportunity, just drop it and yeah, just come barreling in.
Yeah, I do hope that El Diablo, can find the form that he had in practice as commander, because, I think that was the standout on the first night for us, I suppose, was seeing just how effective he seemed like he was going to be in this arena. Unfortunately, it hasn't translated into round play just yet, but give him time. He might find his stride. This is probably, I think they'll probably have this match marked on their calendar, if you will, as one that they would like to have a good showing. I think if Rockwood can make sure not to get caught out and die out early in this game, El Diablo and Satyrs as the 3 hits, which I assume that they're going to be, they might find some success with this one.
Yeah, I would say she definitely has the skill to defend and really keep Odin kind of at bay and keep Disco or Snowflake, whoever might be rotating through the 3 hits.
Yeah.
But also attacking. Like, she looked really well on some of the games yesterday, just getting in there. But it's also just making sure it can stay alive. El Diablo has the support from his scouts.
Yep.
And then carrying that into the mid game where you can start to see the efficiency of her attacking is heavy.
Yeah. Let's have a quick look at the commander comparisons, assuming that El Diablo and Odin's Fist both take that commander role. That is a massive discrepancy there in nuke drops, and I have a feeling that's a mix of El Diablo, not playing as many commander games as we thought, but also this team getting killed out pretty early. Man, some of the formatting of this spreadsheet is doing my bloody head in. Stupid decimal points. Oop.
Excel.
yeah, it's a mix of I'm gonna blame Excel. that's my go-to. Blame Excel.
Depending on how you have it open in Excel, I would select the whole sheet, unselect wrap tax, and then reselect it, or just keep it deselected. It should be just linear across.
Ooh, we're going live. We're going live. We'll fix that one later.
Follow me for all your Excel tips. Unfortunately, I work very much in Excel every day. But as you can see here, both teams, yeah, green looking really good on their start. I definitely like the fact that they shot all the way up. They did kind of take that half wall there between chamber and fortress.
Yeah.
And we do see Odin's Fist swapping to heavy. We do have Snowflake as commander. You see red here though, a little bit caught with the gun down. Come on, guys. I was just about to sing praises of them holding, Fortune's pretty good against
such
the heavy.
Such a rookie mistake.
Yeah, but you see here though, they didn't wait. They were just like, hey, they immediately went down. They're under the cover of the ramp.
Mm.
They're gonna wait there until their team kind of calls back. But we can see Satyrs there, like shooting down the corridor. Takes down Odin's fist. She's gonna backtrack, kind of figuring out where her resupply is.
Mm.
But yeah, at this key point, like with El Diablo there on the one ramp entrance and Satyrs on the other, the problem is no one has Big Box. So Big Box just shot the resupply going all the way up, put the hit down.
I think that might have been Snowflake as the commander standing there in Big Box, killing, getting all sorts of resets from the red team coming up red ramp.
Yeah, it's
Fire team
it's a
is
bit rough, considering El Diablo was there. Definitely, you know, could have checked on Big Box there. But, resupply is back upstairs, so they did come back up.
This is going to be interesting nuke. See if the green team can push red team out of Fortress and send them running back down that switchback.
Missile away.
Yeah, there's not a ref there for that chase.
That's weird. There should be a referee there.
Yeah, they definitely didn't shoot. Satyrs definitely backtracked that whole part way. They ran all the way in and missiled the crap out of her, unfortunately.
That sucks, man.
You hate to see it, but
yeah.
But I like the fact that they could cut across. They lost quite a bit of lives doing this. I don't think it worked a little bit in their favor, but not the best. Odin's going to come in. Satyrs is down. They're going to send the scout in to divert. Oh, not looking great.
Yeah, you can't do that when both 3 hits are back in the resupply. You can't take them both down. Even if they both need it, one of them has to stay out there and just be the last line of defense and maybe stagger the resupply. I think too many times a resupply will give everyone a resupply immediately. If you stagger it, you kind of cut down the amount of downtime that everyone's down for, in my opinion.
Yeah, also, like, in the box, I mean, Time Hand's gonna love this, he's on the chat, but you should be totem poling in that chamber. So you should have one down super low, usually the medic, and you have the ammo right next to him standing up. Because if they come around, it's such an illegal shot to come around with your phaser and try to hit only the medic. Unless you're coming down low and at an angle, but not enough teams take advantage of that. You'll see it sometimes from Tucker, from Loveland A, but Ghost does it a lot with Stu, where he's so low to the ground. They come in, they attempt to shoot Stu, and they end up missing both of them. So, nice nuke from El Diablo there. Unfortunately, his ammo is out.
Yeah. Rockwood's gone again. I wouldn't say Rockwood died necessarily early in this match, but still had to see it. Starscream, thank you very much for the friendly reminder. I appreciate you. Keep them coming. LAPD now on cleanup duty. So, sorry. I've got the wrong Cali team. Goodness me. Rough start for the day. Need another coffee, apparently. I like this lineup from St. George. I hope that they come back to this in this next game. I would like to see, you know, that kind of that adjustment being made in the resupply when people come back, because I think if they had gotten El Diablo and leave Sadie up, she would have been able to deflect that attack, and it would have meant that they wouldn't have got kicked out of chamber quite so easily. So just small adjustments.
Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah, she was definitely trading very well with Odin there, so she definitely could defend the resupply. She went in there a couple times, kicked them out of Fortress and then kicked them out of chamber. So she definitely has the ability to, you know, get in and wreak havoc. But also at the same time, it's like in those critical situations, multiple people are low, a couple people are crit. You just gotta prioritize and say like, all right, well, you get it, then you get it. Scout can go ahead and take it. Scouts take 2 and leave, please. Like,
but someone has to be up. You can't all go in and Do you know I noticed both teams have a sub? No. Autumn, can you shed some light on that? Obviously, Chaser is in the ammo on LAPD. I was like, that's weird. Who's in the resupply with Manette? But didn't even think to look at the scoreboard. Who's the other one? Metalface. Metalface is normally on Cedar City, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. Tricky.
Watch your fire and check your targets.
Estimated to finish around 9 a.m. UK time. Yeah, it's the time zones work real terrible for everyone in Europe, so it's a bit of a shame. It works perfectly for me. This goes live at 10 a.m. for me. It's basically my work day. It's sweet.
Mine's not so much. It's 6 p.m. to 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Earth team is ahead by
Autumn,
Well, yesterday they finished early, but
Gracken, you got terribly ill. Oh, bud. Hopefully it's nothing serious. I hope you guys
no.
hope you guys are okay. Sending our T's and P's. All right. Rough, but not hopeless. That loss, you know. It's definitely there's bright spots, which I'm enjoying.
Yeah, same. I'm looking forward to when they play Motor City Mutts, so they can kind of see like what works in those like mid-game situations where you have to make those cutting decisions and really split second, like okay, keeping one down versus putting both 3 hits down.
Yeah.
But I really still like to play from El Diablo and Satyrs, so I hope they're not down on themselves. I hope they're not beating themselves up. I definitely like the fact that they are still continuing to play and compete.
Yeah.
And a few more things start going right. You start living longer and longer. Your resupply starts not getting kicked as much, not hemorrhaging as much lives. It's really just the decision making: when to leave the ramp, when to leave the cubby, when to leave chamber, fortress. When to go downstairs, when to come back upstairs. It's just those decisions, either make or break a medic of 5 lives.
Yeah.
In some instances.
Yeah. What do we got going on here? We have LAPD, Los Angeles Phaser Department, versus St. George Sunbeams. Another good matchup. I love these two teams going at each other.
Yeah, same. I know we kind of talked about in the first game that these two teams played, El Diablo, Satyrs kind of getting that groove going as the 3 hits, and then she was more than capable of holding off the attack while also kind of breaking LAPD out of the 2 stronghold resupply spots. So look to see more of that as they kind of swap sides, but again, it's not do or die time. You're still filling teams out, just playing all together and working towards getting better and the teamwork and surviving longer in the game.
Who do you think sort of taking up the heavy spot in this next game? I know I think Odin's Fist played heavy in the first game in the matchup, but who's your preference here, Odin's Fist or Snowflake?
For heavy, I would say Odin's Fist probably. I really like Snowflake as commander.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just kind of feeling it out. Maybe he doesn't want to actually play it, but I really like him as commander. Odin's Fist is a great commander. He just has the timing of the nukes haven't been going his way sometimes. So, but if I had to pick between the two, I really like Snowflake as commander. And then Odin, his pressure and his forward attack, getting that down pack and really causing havoc for the opposing resupply.
To answer your question, I am who I am. The Gen 8 phasers have an LCD screen on the back of the phaser, which gives you a bunch of information depending on what position you're playing. But it always tells you how many lives, how many shots, and how many special points you're at. Yeah, really helpful actually. Let's have a quick look at that potential heavy matchup. We've got Satyrs versus Odin Fist as that heavy role. Odin's Fist has quite a lot of meta kits, but he's also played a few games in that in those attacking roles, so it's a little skewed here. But Satyrs seemingly playing the majority of the games at heavy, 9 medikits is still pretty good for the tournament, considering how they're kind of tracking.
That, and she is a lot of time stuck on that defense. So to still get those medikits while you're running back and forth between chamber and Fortress definitely speaks volumes of being able to like get across, get back, get across, get back.
Yeah.
While still, actively defending, hoping to keep your team, stationary and able to get resupply and not get kicked downstairs.
Yeah. I think a telling story here is the missiles. 28-2. Again, Odin's Fist playing in those attacking kind of commander roles, but I would like to see Satyrs try and get a couple of those missiles off. I think it's possible that, just the amount of pressure that St. George are being put under, it's so hard to calmly take those missile opportunities, but you kind of got to make them count when you can.
Yeah, definitely. I know, like, in this arena, I mean, it's kind of cheese, but the best place to get all your missiles off is if you're just kind of hanging around the ramps. Tired legs definitely move slower.
Yeah.
So,
it's
the best place to get the missiles off.
Greg, you make a good point. I'd kind of teed it up so that we could talk about Snowflake a little bit, but Josh decided he preferred to see Aiden in that role a little more. So I appreciate you calling me out, though.
Stand by 10 seconds.
Express elevator to hell.
I'm gonna let you take this call
Mark.
real quick. I'll be back in a moment.
Yep, sounds good.
Fire team
So-
has taken the lead.
Yeah, both teams doing what they're doing.
team has
They did
taken
have
the
the
lead.
flanking person coming up on red side. So green taking big box here. Yeah, red just kind of clown carring it up in the fortress.
Fire team
Getting the
has taken
resupply
lead.
down. A little bit pinned down, but we'll see what kind of El Diablo does to kind of attack or break up over there. And then choppy cameras, but it does look like green did eventually get all the way up to the 3rd floor into chamber. And then again, we have Satyrs defending there on that corner. As she's been doing most of the time, just kind of watching over the resupply. This would be a really good spot for a hand check. Throw that hand check out, and they're going to shoot at you, you shoot at them. Unfortunately, she got put down.
Earth team has taken the lead.
Odin's kind of walking in. Odin is down. We'll see if he gets reset or not. Nope. They are getting pressured a little bit from both sides. They don't
Fire
have
team has taken the lead.
Do it. They don't have big box. They don't have the backside of the 2nd floor, so it is a little bit difficult for them to be able to stand up on green ramp and kind of shoot over towards them.
Watch your fire and check your targets.
Switching to full auto.
See who gets this nuke first. So Disco Monkey approaching that 20 specials.
Earth team is trailing by 1,900 points. Watch your fire and check your targets.
All right, we've got 7 canisters of CN20. I said we roll them in there and nerve gas the whole nest.
Missile away. Let's rock. Missile away. Missile away. Do it.
Earth team is trailing by 4,700 points.
Boosting now.
Up. Apologies, everyone. It seems my mic went
Fire
out.
team is ahead by 3,300
My stream
points.
also crashed. So, all right, stream's back up, mic's up. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully we're good. But yeah, during that, definitely tough series of events happening for green there. Diablo definitely so close to getting that nuke, but unable to get it.
I'm back. Did I miss some tech issues?
You did. My mic stopped working and my stream crashed.
Boosting now.
So it's a bit rough.
Yeah, wicked.
But yeah, you can kind of see here,
Alright,
El
we
Diablo
got
never
7
got,
canisters of
unfortunately, to
CN20.
his first nuke.
So we roll them in there and nerf gas the whole nest.
Setters was valiantly defending the hill, as we call it, in vain. But they got okay. Like, again, they got upstairs. They were doing a little bit okay, but unfortunately, they didn't have anyone that kind of pushed to that second floor of green to kind of defend the backside flank that kept shooting satyrs.
Yeah.
And then Diablo going out again with that nuke and not being able to fully get the nuke to kind of push red team back. The red team switching it up, so we see Disco Monkey as back at commander. We see Odin as heavy, and then Snowflake at scout. So it definitely worked for him. Like, Disco was getting in pretty easy. I know Odin was pushing very hard at the very beginning on the third floor, kind of trading with satyrs and then getting in, kind of putting the resupply down, causing havoc. But good job to LAPD. Great work in the game. And then for Sunbeams, I know it seems difficult. I know, like, these losses kind of mount up and you're still trying to figure everything out. But
Yeah.
again, heads up, like, the meta is hard, but you just got to keep at the repetition. Keep going in the games, keep learning, keep communicating, and really, like, those, like, critical spots, just trying to hold those spots and seeking advice for the Loveland players. They're definitely helpful guys. Will definitely tell you kind of where to post up if you're standing up too tall, not getting low enough. You're not you're going too far over to the side where you're getting shot from either the top red or top green. But yeah, so far, like, LAPD looking good from some of their games yesterday.
For
Looking
sure.
to build on that.